Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm Dewayne Strong. Thanks for tuning in and checking out what I got going on. Good to see you here, and I'm just going to tell you a few things I got going on. The Dreams Project is out, doing well, and hope you have got it and heard some of it and pick your favorite song, and got quite a few things going on and coming up, and just stay in tune. Keep in touch. I'll be informing you on what's going on. Have a great day.
Well, man, it's nice to see you again, Dewayne, man. And, man, God bless you, man. I know you continuing to do God's work and God's will, man. Tell us a little bit about what you have been, how you been doing, man, with your health and everything. You're such a wonderful testimony. Just tell us how you been doing, man.
I've been doing great, Larry. I'm truly a living testimony. Last year ended up having another kidney transplant, and was donated by a member of our church that didn't know me and I didn't know him. We was a perfect match, and it was a year, June 10th this year, that we both of us doing great. My health is just great. My numbers are perfect. Matter of fact, the doctor be asking me what can I tell them to help them to be doing this great with my numbers, and everything's great, and I'm just thanking God for being who He is and doing what He's doing in my life.
Man, that is absolutely awesome, man. For people that may not know, if you could very briefly, we don't have to go cover the whole thing, but just very briefly, tell them a little bit of your testimony.
Mainly, to give you a quick overview of it, I was diagnosed with diabetes in like 89 or really around 90. And didn't take it serious and did all the things you don't supposed to do, and it led to amputation, total blindness, but God restored my eyesight fully in my left eye. I was still totally blind in the right. Then I turned around, went up on dialysis, and after doing right, after going on dialysis in 2004 in March, received a kidney and a pancreas from a cadaver. Did good for 3 years, and we was doing good, and maybe 3 years later in June, 1st of June in 2007, the kidney went out, and I went back on dialysis and stayed on dialysis, and they didn't have too many places to do dialysis because every place was mainly gone other than my groin. And I was in need of a kidney real bad, because if that would have got infected, I didn't have nowhere to do dialysis. And I told my wife, well, God got to do something, because that's the way He is. If He don't, I'm still just happy knowing He's able. Man. But if He did it before, He can do it again. And June, a guy came forward. Well, it was actually May of 2008. And a guy from that church came forward and told me he was going to donate a kidney to me, and we was a perfect match, and he's my little brother now, Vondell Rogers. And he don't mind me calling his name, people, just to let you know that God is able. And now I'm driving every day. I'm back writing music, and never did stop that anyway, because that's my gift that God given me, and I'm giving it back to Him to help, to encourage people, and with my testimony, with my music, and everything else, just be done to the glory of God.
Man, what awesome. Every time I hear that testimony, it just sends chills up my spine, but I truly say, that God is able.
Totally.
I would say that, and for people that may not believe, just have faith.
That's it.
And even when it's looking as darkest, you never know when God has a ram in the bush for you.
That's right.
If you will, though, man, I'm first of all, thank you for giving us this chance to come to your workshop. This is where you do your work at. And,
it's my place to be.
So I know you've been working on a lot of new stuff. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the project that you've had out. A lot of people have seen the music video. Talk to us a little bit about that project.
Well, the music video, Since We Don't Love Each Other Like We Used To, that was inspired by me because when we grew up in the country, everybody in the country knew everybody. You could go to sleep and leave your door open, and you knew everybody's children, and your mama knew everybody's children. So, we had that kind of love where I can go over your house and sit at your table and eat, and it wouldn't be no problem. But that love, like we used to do video, was mainly reaching out to people that feel like they don't have that love no more. But one thing that I do realize, that Jesus is love. And a lot of times we get caught up on the way of the world love, but as long as you have God's love, you have the most important love in the world. And that love we truly have, because he gave his only begotten Son.
That's right.
That we all may have life and more abundantly, So I thank God for his love, first of all, and being in me. And that's what I really wanted to express in that video, to let people know that it's nothing wrong with loving people and treating people like they're your fellow man. Because if you say you love God and don't love your fellow man, the Bible says you're a lie. And so, how can we love God whom we never seen and can't stand the people that we see on a daily basis? And the Dreams Project, let me go on to that real quick. Doing good, and I got that title, Dreams, mainly from my own personal life, because when I was young, I always wanted to play instruments, and God blessed me to play several different instruments without lessons. And one of my favorite groups when I was a little boy was the Williams Brothers, and I knew every song they ever really put out there. And to get older and be able to travel with them and meet them and do things that God really blessed me to do, to have a beautiful wife. And God is awesome in my life. Regardless of what I've been through, I got so much more to thank him for. And I like the song say, I won't complain, because my good days truly outweigh my bad days.